Hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of Nostalgic Ape. Today we are going to be exploring my inability to complete my PS Plus backlog, and I'm sure many of you folks that have PlayStation Plus have this problem, especially nowadays with the new extra and premium or deluxe tiers depending on where you live. But what I found is that I've had this problem from day one, all the way back in 2011 or something. But even all the way back, I've always had this struggle of not being able to complete all these free games I got given every month, right? And my backlog on my current account is backed up all the way from like 2013 on and off for a while, and then consistently from about 2015 onwards. Until recently, I've sort of started going on and off PS Plus, but yeah. So my goal with this one was just to sort of catch up on some PS Plus games. I had a few goals really. It was to catch up on some PS Plus backlog and see how much I could do within a month I was given for quite a cheap price. And it was also seeing how much PSVR content I could play, because I haven't used that as much as I would like, and how much PSP content I could play. And you can see here there's a little bit of crossover, as I have PSVR and PS Vita games on PS Plus also. It also happens to go into a trip that I was going on, and so it was a good excuse to take my Vita on along with me, because I was on a couple of 10-hour flights and various things like that. So yeah, if you enjoy content like this, let me know, because it's a bit of a different one. It's a bit choppy in some places, but I think you'll enjoy what I have to offer here. So I will show you what I was able to complete, and the plethora of things I wasn't able to complete from my PS Plus collection. As well as this, I've cut into the video and put in some vlog type stuff from my trip. And yeah, there's quite a few things to enjoy here, so I hope you enjoy this one. Let me know what you think. So I just set up the PSVR for the first time in ages. Kind of forgot how much of a hassle this was. Now, my main goal with this whole thing was to get more PSVR hours in. Well, that did not go well. It is all set up for me to go to, so I may even make just a follow-up to this video for like next month or something. Probably not next month actually, because Final Fantasy 16 is coming out in this month, but sometime soon, just to actually catch up on the PSVR games I own, because I don't just have PS Plus ones, I actually own a few. And you know, you got some with the Play at Home initiative back in the day, things like that as well, so yeah. But this game for sure, I thought this would be like the best PSVR game. A lot of people were talking about this being a great one. I think a lot of people also did say that it wasn't that great though, so I don't know. But yeah, I definitely had mixed feelings about it. I only played it for an hour, but I don't get motion sick, but this game did something weird with the atmosphere. Like, not this bit, but when you get to the desert terrain, there was something weird there about that that atmosphere, and I don't know, like, I've had more fun with my VR in dreams and like walking through museums and like other creations that people have made in dreams than I had in this game, so I might stick to things like that, and even some PSVR worlds or something. I'm not sure I'm going to come back to this one, honestly. I don't know. I can give it another shot. Sometimes it does take a few tries for me to actually get into what they're going for. But this one was an interesting one. There's not too much to say about it. It was really cool, and what they were doing, like, it was cool to see, but if it wasn't a VR game, it wouldn't be very good, I guess. So, but I mean, that's obviously not a fair metric, because this is a PSVR exclusive game, and it was made for that. But yeah, I don't know, it's just one of those things. I don't know what to say about this one. I mean, I'm not really an FPS guy either, so I don't know if that like plays into what I'm thinking. I don't know. I might give this one another shot, but I don't know. Yeah, next up was Bugsnax, and I definitely love me some Bugsnax. Now, when the PS5 came out back in November 2020, this was the PS Plus game that you got for free. It's a great game. It's an interesting one. It's got a very high, I don't know what to say, like A-class sort of voice acting team. You got like Troy Baker and all that on this team, in this indie game that looks like this, you know, but it actually deals with like some insane topics. I don't know, it's just such a great experience. It's obviously, you know, it's quite a good satire in a way, but this is it's like a big update in this one, and you get your own little house that you can build and things like that. I really wanted to actually finish this one. This was on my list of like, this is the one I'm gonna, if I'm gonna finish any PS Plus games before I went, it was gonna be this one. It didn't happen, but I put some time into it, and yeah, definitely got through a bit of it. But this is definitely a platinum list for me. I don't know if you, if I think I've said this in another video, but when I got my PS5, I said, right, you know, I'm going to platinum each PS5 game I play. It's not going well, but it's not going terrible either. Like, you know, I mean, I've got a decent track, but you know, and I'm on track for a lot of them. That's the thing about this generation's platinum trophies. They're quite good at being a decent uh, system. Like if you're, you know from the get go if you're going to get it or not. And all you need to do is put time in, like, or is it a skill thing? You know, like if it's a skill thing, that does take a bit more. Like you know, like something like Demon Souls, I played that for a bit. I think that'll be something I would have to put a lot of time into. So I'm probably never going to reach that goal of every PS5 game because of that. But and obviously a few other things that'll happen over the generation. But we're 3 years in now. I've got about four or something like that. Which isn't terrible, but I set up the rest for a good success. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is definitely one of them though. When I get PS Plus again, this will be one I'll be grabbing for sure. It's a fun game. I mean, I'm not here to review the games, but you know, this is definitely a highly recommended from me. If you haven't got a PS5 yet, or you're looking to get one, definitely look into getting this one. It is great for everybody. One of those games, you know, and it really like it may not look it, but it is actually a really fun game in terms of like what it does cover for all ages. It's not just a kids game in that sense. So yeah, you see here I'm trying to capture this bug. This is what the game's about. You can capture all these bugs that are like they're addictive to eat. Every one of these grumpuses they call them love these delicacies, but the only thing is the more they eat, the more their body parts and limbs turn into like the things they're eating, and it's this great like meta commentary on like addiction, and there's all these sorts of like insane. Each character's got their own issues, and they all come together, and like one's like an activist to not eat them, and but he can't help himself. He like sleepwalks at night. It's just I don't know. It's just such a crazy game. Like it's I don't know, man. There's no words for this one. It's just one of those things. You know, you can tell it was made with a lot of love and care, and the team behind it really knew the vibe, but also the and for a better word than that, the atmosphere and the tone they were going for with this one, and it really is something else. Alright, so
Can see pretty far left.
just because we're stopping, to the whole beach and stuff. So depicted here is my slight trip to Naughty Dog. Now, I was in an Uber and I couldn't get out of this Uber because there was no like internet Wi-Fi in this area. But yeah, this is as close as I got to the front doors of Naughty Dog, and there is no signage or anything to show you. But this is, this is the place. Yeah, so I played Dirt for a while. Dirt 5, something that the PS Plus offering offered back when the PS5 came out, maybe month 2 or 3 or something like that, I think. I think we're looking at like December and January or something like that. So 2020 to 21 there, and then yeah, I hadn't touched it at all, haven't touched any Dirt game, and the first thing I noticed was, like, obviously the game's called Dirt, and there's this, obviously there's some sort of gimmick and driving through puddles and dirt and things like that, and that's cool how graphically that looks. But that was my next point. Is like this game's fidelity is just like insane. Like I know it's just a car game, so I guess they can put more into that in that way. I'm not very savvy with this thing. I mean, the last car game I played was Burnout Paradise in the PS3, but yeah, this is for sure it's pretty interesting. Quite fun. I lost my first race by a great margin. So I went back instantly and won it again, and yeah, that was pretty cool. Other than that, though, I didn't put too much time into this one. I did want to. It's kind of a weird mix. I mean, I only had the month, so I was, and even at this point, I only had like a week before I actually went to the States. But so I had to really choose wisely what I wanted to play, and I was really into Judgment at the time, so I quite quickly jumped to Yakuza Like a Dragon. But yeah, I don't know. I was trying pretty hard to keep up and get some things done there, and yeah, this was definitely a good time. It was a I probably played this for probably like half an hour, like not very long at all. But I can't really say much about it because of that, of course. But yeah, it was fun. I mean, it was cool to. I really wanted like a good racing game to get into, and you got this in Rickfest on PS Plus. So when I get it again and try this again, which I will be doing, I will definitely have this on the top of my list somewhere.
Maybe he should open it and find out.
So after a very unsuccessful experiment, trying to finish up all my PS Plus games within a month, which, to be honest, has a sort of a sunken cost fallacy element to it. You know, the more you put in, the further you think you're going to get if you don't, if you give up. But the thing is, there's so many games, so much to do, and the reality of it is it's really difficult just to get through all this backlog, especially in a month. Even if I had a 12-month subscription, I've got so many PS Plus games to get through, let alone platinum some of them. So yeah, I gave up on this approach very quickly. Then I was like, okay, you know what, I've got this huge backlog of physical PS4 games that I haven't played. I pretty much missed out on the whole generation of games. Played Spider-Man, and that's pretty much it from last generation. That and Detroit Become Human, so I put in God of War, finished that up. Spider-Man Miles Morales, PS5 version, finished that up. And there's a ton more I want to finish up, showcasing those now, and I'm gonna go back and do those, as well as, get the platinum in some games like Final Fantasy Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I haven't got the platinums in those yet, really want to. There's a lot of games I want to get platinums in, some Judgment games, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go back, get that sorted. Dreams as well, I'm gonna get platinum in that, and yeah, that's my new goal. So there'll probably be a new video of some kind, showcasing my success or unsuccessfulness. God forbid, on that sort of challenge and that method. And the next time I do a PS Plus video, I'm going to actually document my next goal of extra and premium, or deluxe as it's called here, and because I really want to get more into that sort of service and just kind of try a new way of playing games, a whole new experience where I can just use a subscription method and pick at my leisure sort of thing. But at the moment, yeah, there's plenty of stuff I have that I want to sift through myself and get through those. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this really weird makeshift video between a holiday and and this challenge, but it sort of just happened at the same time, and I thought it's hard to make it fit into the channel. So yeah, let me know if you enjoyed that or if you didn't so much, and if you have any sort of crazy stupid challenges like I did with the PS Plus in a month thing, let me know. Anyway, that's me for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.